Yo, what is up? And today we're gonna look on this trade that I took for today. Using the standard deviation and the optimal trading entry (OTE). Um, Here's a low period now for the day. This is on evaluations. Still trying out this new OTE strategy and seeing how I can manage through it. So, low period now. Risk at about $250 for this trade and made over 800 on each account. So that's a 3 hour, I think, or 4 hour. I don't know. So let's jump right through the trade. Um, so the first thing that I went by was before this time by 9:30. This is where we should go back to 9:30. Okay. So the first thing that you should really look at is on this daily uh, price price range, right? Um, so we were going through buy side liquidity on the daily time frame in which we swept the daily low, the daily high min, and also we did have the imbalance from yesterday that we created, but price failed to tap into that. So on the 4 hour, you're gonna look on a couple of things here. Okay. So the first one being the 18 open in which we have it here, and the previous day true day open. Okay, I mean daily open. True day open is the midnight open. So as you can tell from the daily open on Sunday, we kind of opened from sell side. We went to buy side liquidity in which we created that daily high, and now we're going through again. We went back to the 18 daily open where we open low, sell side liquidity, swept sell side liquidity, so we're delivering from sell side liquidity going to buy side liquidity. So my daily bias for this day was bullish. Okay, and how do you trade this standard deviation in OTE? So basically, you will have your standard deviations, and these points align perfectly with a strong PD array. We had the previous day high, and also we did have the daily fair value gap here. So you want to go from that 5 minute now, okay, and we're gonna look on midnight. How did we open on midnight? Where did we break structure all the way to close to this New York open, right? So clearly, as you can tell, we broke structure to the upside, right? So you want to take your standard deviation to navigate that open and break a structure to the upside, in which we have our 1.5 and 1 for the continuation. We have the 2 and 2.5 for the reversals, so the first reversal. And we have, okay, I just messed it up. Just gonna move it back here. Then we have the 4.5, the 4 and the 4.5 for max expansion. And it aligns perfectly with that PD array. So that's a trade to take the retrace all the way back to this low. So you're gonna take a trade on the 2 minute. The 1 minute is gonna give you false entries, or you're gonna enter too early, in which you're gonna get manipulated. The 3 minute is gonna give you late entries. So I would love to take the 2 minute. The 1 minute, not so much. The 2 minute, nicely. Okay, so right about here, what I'm looking at is for price to jump into this max expansion on the levels. So between the 4 and the 4.5, whatever gives us the entry, right? So right there, the first candle just manipulated higher, went through the mass expansion on the 4 and the 4.5, and we're going lower now. And now I would want to take my entry right about, like at this time I was looking for my entry here, but this is too low. Okay, so I was still waiting. To see what happens. We're still going lower. As long as we don't take this sell side liquidity, we have a draw. Okay, we did have London lows all the way down here, but I was really looking at here. Okay, so this is gonna be my big target. Like, this is gonna be my range in which I wanna see price take. So to play it again, This is where we started retracing back. And as soon as that happened, I said, okay, we have our 0.5, our 6, and the 0.705, which is the optimal entry. Okay, if you really want to bottom ticket, top ticket, whatever the case, you would have taken this breaker block right about here. But I really wanted to take this trade and I didn't want to get missed out. So I took it on the 0.5 right about here. Stop on this high and you're targeting this low, okay, right about here for 3. If you would have taken this trade all the way to that breaker broke right about here on this low, that's a 4, okay, but I just didn't know if price was gonna go there. So we're gonna risk half. I have a 50k account, so half of my 1% risk. So as you can see, directly after the tag, we just went lower. My break even is gonna be right about this low. Okay, you don't want to take a break even too fast. Take the break even on this low. Boom, out of the trade. So this was the day trade recap. Hopefully I can backtest this even further and see what more we can kind of take the opportunities from this trade. Shout out to Dachi. I watched some of his videos and I kind of understood this and kind of implemented my own understanding and made it my own. So yeah, thank you.